Hello friends, Koolio here, and welcome back to the channel. Today guys, we're jumping in and trying out the brand new Marvel game called Marvel Realm of Champions. Now, if you guys enjoyed today's video and want to see more videos like this, then make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. So, Marvel Realm of Champions is the new foray into the mobile gaming space for the developers behind Contest of Champions, a very, very popular mobile Marvel game, okay? Now, Marvel Realm of Champions has actually been available in like a beta state for a couple of months now, and I did jump in and play the game when it first came out into beta, and I felt like the game was really, really buggy. I felt like the graphics were like really fuzzy, and I felt like everything just had like a really weird delay to it, like as if I was like playing servers that were like across the world. Now the game has officially launched, and my opinion of the game is, it is still a mess. It's a mess, you guys. Like, I am not enjoying my time with this game, and I apologize for people that are like really loving this game, think it's a great game. Me personally, I don't. I'm not enjoying it. I think the graphics don't look very good. They feel like almost like they took these high-res models and smushed them down for a mobile device. And then I feel like everything lags. I feel like the load times are way too long. I feel like I am playing on some kind of weird ping system where like the servers are across the world. The upgrading mechanics in this game are not enjoyable, and I'll go into a little bit more depth with that later too, because it's not a good experience. It doesn't feel rewarding. The gameplay itself is really short, and just overall I'm pretty disappointed by this game, and I'm gonna try my best to kind of explain some of the main reasons why I'm disappointed about this game, and hopefully they'll be able to fix these things in the future. The first thing is obviously got to be the textures and just the polish of the game. Like I said, it feels like a buggy mess. I've been disconnected multiple times. The load times like here are taking forever. The gameplay itself just feels really slow and sluggish. It just does not feel good to play. It really doesn't. But hopefully we'll actually be able to find a match. Here we go. So we're about to jump in and play. And hopefully we win. Most of these matches that I've played so far, this sort of 3v3 mode, I've absolutely dominated. But I feel like there's just so much more they could have done with this game. There's not very good sound effects. Like, you don't even hear like Hulk, you don't hear Iron Man, you don't hear like anything going on. It just doesn't feel good. It feels like this is a game that should have been in development for probably another couple of months before they finally launched it. Like, it needs to be polished. So with this kind of main game mode that's going on right now, it's sort of, you just have to kill the enemy team. Once you've killed them, you can capture the center point. Once you capture the center point, their Bodok, I think is what it's called, becomes weak, and then you're able to just jump in there, attack it, and destroy it. It's a very, very simple MOBA game. Now, I don't really like this game mode, and let me go ahead and tell you the reason why. Is it feels incredibly simplistic, and it feels really, really short. Now, I might compare this a little bit to Brawl Stars, but this is kind of one of the most popular games out there is Brawl Stars. It has a kind of similar gameplay, the 3 versus 3 gameplay aspect. And the reason why I feel like that game succeeds where this game fails, specifically with the game mode, is there's more stuff to do in that game's 3v3 game modes than this one does. It's basically run up, kill your enemy, attack the Bodok. That's it. Those are the only objectives for like the main PvP game mode in this game. There is like this free-for-all where it's like 2 versus 2 versus 2, where there are some boosts, like health potions and stuff like around the battlefield that you can collect, but there really isn't any other objectives to really help you out. Like, there's some power boosts to help you be able to use like your ultimates and stuff, but I feel like if they had different objectives behind the game modes, it would be a lot more fun. Like, for example, like the basic game mode in Brawl Stars is the gem collect. You go and you collect the gems, try to collect it and stuff. You can kill the enemy, steal their gems, stuff. It's a tug of war. With the game modes that I've played so far, it's basically just been one or the other team just destroying, killing the Bodok, and that's it. Which does lead to the fact that this game does feel very pay to win, where you can just straight up buy the equipment that you need for your characters, especially in like the early game. Like, I feel like maybe a little bit later, you're not gonna be able to just buy straight up super powerful gear. You're gonna have to kind of grind for it. But these early matches, you may have somebody that spent a couple of bucks on the game, get some fairly decent gear for their character, and that you haven't grinded at all, and they're probably going to be able to destroy you and take you down. So anyway, this is the PvE mode. This is another mode in the game where you have to defend your ISO, or whatever it's called, against some bots, and just hope they don't destroy it. The early game is super, super easy. This is another one that doesn't really interest me that much. There's a couple of like little mini bosses that will pop up, and then there's like a final boss at the end. Take down the final boss, and then you win. We'll take this guy down. The controls, pretty straightforward. Every character has 3 abilities. They have an ultimate ability. They have like a secondary ability, or 2 secondary abilities. I have like a buff ability that strengthens me up. I have a spin ability like this, which doesn't feel good at all when I'm using it. And then like you have your basic attacks, which you just tap. And then if you hold it, you'll actually do a super attack, like a super strong attack. So, all right, let's go take care of these guys. Let's use my ultimate, jump in, deal some damage, lock onto the enemy. He gets rooted by Spider-Man. I wish too, like with game modes like this and even in the PvP, if there was a way that we could switch our characters before the game mode starts, I feel like the balancing would be so much better too. Because like I've jumped into a couple matches where I played like the 2 versus 2 versus 2, and it was me and another Hulk, and the other team had a bunch of long-range characters, and I felt like we were at a massive disadvantage because like they could fly around. Iron Man can fly, and you can't even hit him. And then like the Sorcerer Supreme character could just attack you from a distance. It was kind of frustrating. Okay, so we have one more final wave. There's usually a boss. Looks like we're going up against some form of the Hulk, an Adaptoid champion. If we take down the Adaptoid champion, we'll win the overall fight. So let's go ahead and take this guy down. Maybe I'll actually take some serious damage. I don't know. Maybe not. And victory is ours. Mission complete. So yeah, really straightforward. And I feel like the game modes in this could be a lot of fun. They just need more polish, better music, better sound effects for your characters and stuff. I just feel like it's a half-baked game that I'm playing. I feel like I'm like in an early alpha state for this game. Now, I'm going to go ahead and talk to you guys about a couple of other things that are kind of frustrating about this game. Now, just barely, they've released a new event where you can actually get Captain America or the Super Soldier completely for free, but it says you have to complete 10 Onslaught objectives in order to unlock him. So I'm like, okay, so I hit go now, and it just takes me to Stronghold. Sometimes it takes me to Deathmatch. Sometimes it takes me to the Arena Conquest. What is going on? I've already played multiple rounds of the Arena Conquest, and still, this thing has not loaded up. I don't know what's going on. Is it these, like my dailies? Let's go ahead and collect a couple of these dailies. I get some Iron Man pieces, some more armor and stuff. Go back to the event. Let's see. I don't know. I have no idea how to get this character. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. It feels so weird. Am I missing a game mode? Let me know down below in the comments. Maybe I'm just being really, really dumb and I just can't see what I'm supposed to do. But it just seems ridiculous. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about another thing that I think is really, really dumb about this game. And I'm sorry I'm being super harsh on it, but I kind of have to be because it just feels like they threw it out there just to get the game out. Now, when it comes to upgrading and using your different gear and stuff like this, I do want to give you guys a little bit of like a tip. I feel like a lot of players aren't doing this right now, but if there's an equipment item that has a synergy on it, this sort of little tiny icon, the ones for this character are blue, and it says deflector plate. Every time you have 2 pieces of these, it will unlock that bonus for you. So this one is, while above 50% health, gain plus 95 projectile resistance. I've got actually 2 that are activated right now. The auto armor, while stunned, gain plus 108 armor. And then this one, tested resilience, Battle World Bastion set, plus 23 armor. I highly recommend you have those equipped. Even if you have another armor set that has like better stats, like I have one right here that's 154. If I equip this, it's probably not going to be better than this one because of that synergy bonus. But this is where I want to talk about when it comes to upgrading the gear for your character, because this is so frustrating and it's so confusing. So if I go to upgrade this, it says my next upgrade will give me plus 11. So if I click on this, it'll give it plus 11, pushing it up to a maximum of 200. All right, so pay attention to this, okay? So it's going to push it to 200, and then look at my stats. 74, 13, 22. Upgrade. The only stat that upgraded is my heavy attack power, which went from 13 to 14, okay? And that's because I max upgraded. If I go and look at these pants, okay? Do I have something I can upgrade? All right, we're going to go ahead and upgrade this one, okay? It's going to give me plus 5 to that specific number right there, okay? I'm going to talk about that number because I think it's a really dumb number. So let's go ahead and upgrade it. My stats are 55, 720. Upgrade. Attack power went up by 1. It went up by 1, okay? The number went up by 5, right? So I've been doing some testing. I'm like, all right, so my pants here give me 108 power. If I go ahead and take a look at my stats, rating is 431, power is 402, health is 1921. Let's remove my pants. I should see something drop by 108. Nothing drops by 108. Nothing. My power didn't drop. My health only dropped by like 60 because my pants give me 60 health. Okay. And then it dropped by 13 attack power for the rating, I believe. Let's see, 431. 430. So I lost, what, 21 points there. I don't know what this 108 number means. It doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe it's just a basic overall power for these pants. But I've even looked at the advancements, all these stats right here, and I've removed the pants, and I barely lose any power. The numbers don't make any sense, and it's such tiny incremental upgrades every single time you go and upgrade some of these things. It just doesn't feel good. And the stats for the equipment items are so randomized, and they take so long to get some of these higher rarity items that it just doesn't feel very rewarding. I could go and get like a 3-star gamma hammer, and it would be worse than the one I have now, even though I spent so much time upgrading and stuff, because it gives me bonuses to some kind of randomized stat. There's like 20 or something randomized stats in this game that won't help my character at all in certain situations. It's ridiculous. And I'm sorry, for people that really enjoy the game, I'm not enjoying it very much. It doesn't feel very rewarding. It feels like it lacks polish, and the game modes aren't that interesting. This is just not the game for me. I know this has been a harsh review, but I'm just trying to be honest with you guys, and I'm sure you guys will probably go and nitpick things in the comments about things that I missed, but that's just my overall experience with this game. I'm just not enjoying it. Well, friends, there you go. If you like it, leave a like. If you didn't, I guess leave a dislike. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the game down below. Do you think this is a game that they should have put more polish into it, made it more rewarding? Let me know. So guys, thanks so much for watching. My name's Koolio, and I'll see you next time.